pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Kathy Aldency.
Here.
Ted Odendahl. Here. Kathy Wilkins.
Here.
Kevin McElwain.
Here.
Patrick Sellers.
Here.
We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. The first order of business is approval of minutes for the October 20th, 2025 meeting. I need a motion and a second, please.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Wilkins, second by Odendahl. Please look at the minutes if you haven't done so already.
There were no changes, not even from Mike. Of course, he did them.
I'll say if there are
I was
any-
waiting for that.
I'll say if there were-
I had the date of the previous
Yep,
minutes
there-
wrong, that
yep.
Liz caught.
But it wasn't me.
Well,
Don't worry, next month's coming.
Any
Kind of
questions-
like going underneath that viaduct.
Any questions on the minutes, trustee?
No.
Okay, the next order of business is the approval.
We need a motion.
I need a motion and a second, please. I mean, all in, I'm
All
sorry.
in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Sorry about that, thank you. The next order of business is the approval of bills payable. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved?
Second.
Motion by Alves, second by McElwain.
I have just one question of curiosity.
Yeah.
How do you spend $5 at a gas station these days?
Fumes.
I
Yeah.
have no idea. $5 at a gas station. Where is it?
They
Yeah,
get you a gallon, that's about
A
20
gallon and a
miles.
half?
yeah, that's about it.
15,
5 bucks.
20 miles.
I mean, that's like one good squeeze of the pump and that's it, right?
That's it. Top her off, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
How do we do that actually? I mean, do they bill us or do we pay cash
It's
or
a voucher,
credit card?
isn't
Or
it?
what kind of arrangement do we have?
More than likely, if I'm not mistaken, we use the actual debit card for gas. Now, if there's going to be work being done on the township vehicle, then they will bill us and we send a check to them. So that's how we normally pay for things like
And
that.
is there just one vehicle or?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's one township vehicle. Yep. Trustees, questions on claims and demands?
Okay.
Everybody's good? Okay, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Wilkin.
Yes.
Aldency.
Yes.
Odendahl.
Yes.
McElwain.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Motion passes. The next order of business is the presentation of ordinance number 2025 TO02 real estate tax levy for fiscal year 2026, 2027.
TR?
Yes. TO.
It's township.
Yeah.
Town, ordinance, it's
T.O.
the ordinance.
Yeah.
That's not it.
That's not
That's
it.
a resolution.
Yeah, that's not it. I'm getting ready to hand it out.
Oh,
right
I'm sorry,
now.
I'm sorry.
Hold on one
Sorry.
second. So I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Aldency. I'll second it.
Okay. Now, I'm handing it out, and we will have discussion on it at the next meeting. So we need to leave the motion open, right, Mike?
So you need to have a motion to approve.
Motion to
and a
approve.
second,
Okay.
and then a motion to postpone consideration to the next meeting.
Okay, so I do
And
that.
you vote only on the motion to postpone.
Okay, so after I hand it out, I need a motion to postpone, right?
If there's a motion to approve on the floor.
Okay, so I guess I need a motion to approve.
Correct.
Right.
So moved.
Isn't that what we just did?
I didn't say motion to approve. I just said I entertain a motion. I didn't say motion to approve.
Okay.
So let me start over. Next order of business is presentation of ordinance number 2025 TO02 real estate tax levy for fiscal year 2026, 2027. I need a motion to approve. Right,
So
Mike?
moved,
Yes, sir.
a motion to approve.
So I need a second.
I'll second it.
Okay. So now I can hand this out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
There we go.
Oh, you have a little note on yours.
Yeah. I need to, that's a note for me to hand it out. My reminder note.
Where's my note?
Yeah. I
feel-
know.
My reminder. Hold on one second.
I'll show you.
Oh, thank you, Ted. You're so giving.
There you go. So now, we will have discussion on this at the next meeting. So now I need,
A motion to postpone consideration to the next meeting.
so now I need a motion to postpone for consideration for the next meeting.
So moved.
Second,
McElwain? And who
second.
seconded, Alden?
Yes. So I'm giving you guys time to look over it and come back with your questions for the next meeting, okay?
Thank
Do
you.
have any comments to make on this, in terms of what it is compared to what it has been?
I have to do that at the next,
At the next meeting, after we all look at it.
Give you guys a chance to look at it. Okay,
Oh, real quick, I mean, minor. Does this need to say Exhibit A on it?
what?
Are you looking at the ordinance or the
You
resolution?
left the wrong
Wait a
thing.
minute.
Yeah, this is,
This
that's
is
the
levy.
level.
That-
So this is for the, this is
That's for the next thing on, that's on the agenda.
Never mind.
All right, all right.
La-di-da.
So Mike, what more do I need to do?
You need a voice vote on the motion to postpone.
Okay, we've had a motion to postpone, we have Alton C. and who else made the motion?
McElwain and Alden.
Was that, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, thank you, guys. This was confusing, but we made it through. The next order of business is the approval of resolution 2025 TR03, meeting date for the Board of Trustees. I will need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
All right, please take a look at this resolution, which establishes our meeting dates. Now, this can be a voice vote, right, Mike? Because we're not spending any money. It's just
Bless
be a
you.
Voice, okay. Are there any questions on the meeting dates and times and all that good stuff?
Same time, same place.
Send that channel.
Absolutely. Given,
So,
yes.
the 4th of July is being celebrated on that Friday then?
Mhm.
All right.
So
we're
it'll
good
be
on
the
that So we're
following
good on that
Monday?
Monday.
Mhm.
All right. All right.
You have any comments or concerns?
No, sir.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next order of business is the supervisor's report.
Just, well, took the Lord. Never mind.
No.
We'll wait for comments.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna say, maybe like a month or two out, maybe just do a poll to see if, they might be, if there'll be an attendance issue with the 6. Probably not, but with it being around a holiday like that, might not be a bad idea.
Okay, okay, make sure everybody's gonna be,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, well, I'll put a note in there. Okay. So, I'll ask that question prior to that. I'll probably ask that question in the second meeting in June to see
Yeah.
if everybody will be around.
Yeah.
And we make sure we have a quorum for, yes, sir.
Question, for the September dates, where we normally have to worry about Labor Day, if Labor Day is the 1st, assuming that is, because we're gonna meet on the 8th, why aren't we meeting on the 2nd, the day after our normally scheduled meeting?
Yeah.
Good question. I can ask that one too.
This isn't ready to sign that.
No. I'll sit down with Liz.
No, Labor Day is on the 7th.
Larry is on. What are you
Yeah.
looking at, Mike?
I'm looking at September 8th and 21st.
And Labor Day is on what?
The 7th.
Okay, so Tuesday is the 8th then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then never mind there.
Never mind, that's correct. So whenever you see an 8,
Yeah,
I guess.
Wonder why, since we meet on the first Monday of the month.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind, Emily.
Uh-huh.
Are there any more comments about the meeting dates? We already did the. Did we do our motion on and
Yeah, we did a motion and a second. but
Okay.
I'm not sure, were there some changes that are going on?
No, there's no change. I'm
No
just
changes?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna ask about attendance for the July 6th
Okay.
meeting on the 15th of June. See if everybody be in attendance
Okay,
on.
then fine.
So
Then
we
I'm
should be
done.
good to go. All right.
So we're all done with that.
All right. Now, on to supervisor's report. I've been monitoring a lot of things. One of the first things I've been monitoring is the SNAP benefits, and how now I'm guessing they're going to be partial payments going to SNAP people who receive the SNAP benefits.
For good or
Uh,
to start out?
Just during the
Okay.
shutdown.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. And I've spoken with some of the local pantries, and they need assistance. And food drives are great. And they do work for a very, very small window. I'm going to talk with our attorney to see how we can assist. I am declaring this a disaster, an emergency. And with that, that gives us access to disaster relief funds. And so I need to clarify with Attorney Phillips the best route I can go to allocate those funds to help out our pantries. Because when I spoke with the Illinois Food Bank, they have food available, but the pantries have to purchase that food from the food bank at a fraction of the cost, but there is a cost involved. I want us to help offset that cost in order for us to help get some food here for people, at least for this month. We don't know how long the shutdown is going to last, but if we can help get people past the holidays, then we can take it from there. That's my thoughts.
And the food bank, if I recall, they only do Salvation Army.
No,
Has that changed?
that's changed.
Okay. Because it used to be they'd park in the street there.
Right, but how it works now is the pantries have an account with
Good.
the Illinois Food Bank.
Wonderful.
And what I would propose doing is issuing funds to the Illinois Food Bank to be put on these pantries' accounts to where they can order food trucks here and get them here.
Wow, yes.
That's what I'm proposing to do,
Issue funds to where?
to the Illinois Food Bank. Now, I have to discuss and make sure that we can do this with our attorney. I just want to put it out that this is what I would like to do. Okay?
the only thing I would recommend is there a way we can, before we pull that trigger to disperse the funds, can we get an idea of exactly for sure how much money people will be getting? Only reason I'm asking is because it's still gonna be a partial payment. So like if that partial payment is dropping like right away, and that's like half a month. So that's a couple of weeks of money's available for people to purchase food. And if the shutdown ends in a couple of weeks, then the rest of that will be released. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it really depends on how long the shutdown lasts will determine how much of a gap there is. So that's a big question mark right now. But if people are getting something to at least cover half the month right now, then there really wouldn't be a need right now. And then like Illinois passed something too, where Illinois is releasing funds.
To the food banks,
Oh, so the Illinois money is going just to the food banks.
not to the pantries, it's going to the food banks.
To the food banks.
Yes.
It's not
Like
going
20
to,
million.
so the Illinois money is going to supplement, it's not going to staff, it's going,
It's
okay,
going to the food banks, and the food banks still have to purchase the food from the,
gotcha.
the pantries still have to purchase the food from the food banks.
Right.
So, and, yeah, I
that's-
get it.
Yeah,
I get what
that's
you're
only
saying.
pieces, cause if they do get, let's say half the month, then,
And I will know this by Wednesday,
okay,
because we have clients who have, and they're gonna let us know
perfect, yeah.
what they got. Now, keep this in mind as well. Township deals with single adults. We have a lot more families out here.
Oh, yeah.
So that partial payment, if the full payment may not have been enough, partial payment probably won't be enough. But I get what you're saying. In order for us to be good stewards of tax dollars, let's see how this pans out
Yeah.
before we pull the trigger on anything. And I agree, absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree.
And it's a lot different now than, let's say, 10 years ago, where people would just walk into Salvation Army, didn't say, I get SNAP benefits or any proof. You'd write it down, load a box up, give it to them, they'd walk out. Now they lock the door, and people line up all the way around the block. And you have to do everything online, which I think is important.
Well, each food pantry does things differently,
Sure.
but the majority of the food pantries verify that you are in need of the service.
Exactly.
And I think that's a good thing. I visited a few of the pantries already, and I've seen their setup, how it's set up, and how they do things, and I agree with how things are done. My goal is to make sure we are trying to suffice any food insecurities,
Right.
and if we can help, let's try to find a way to help.
So be it.
Right,
Yep.
if we can do that. So that's what I'm proposing. Nothing is etched in stone. But if there's a need, and if there's a gap needs to be filled, and if we can do it, we should be looking to try and do it. Yes.
It would be good to, partially just for information anyway, but to see how many pantries do we have in the town?
3.
And, roughly how many people are they servicing even before this situation?
Well, the largest one, I think, in Freeport is Joseph's Pantry. And they serve 150, 200 people, and that number has increased.
Is that weekly or?
They do it, I think, every 2 weeks. So the number is and rightfully so, the number would be increasing with the increase in food prices. You would see more people. So, do we have people going to each pantry? Probably so.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know, but I understand what you mean. If the numbers will help us really figure out where we should fall and where we should be.
And it's unfortunate that they don't utilize their kitchen anymore at Salvation Army, because I used to wake my son up when he'd come home from college and say, we're going down to Salvation Army and we're going to help serve food.
Cook
I
food for
I
No.
don't
golden meals?
No,
I don't know.
that's downstairs here.
I know, but I thought they did it. over
Yeah, I
there.
don't.
No, she said there's too many code violations.
Oh, okay.
Because it'd be nice to be able to have people.
So that is where my thoughts are at. So we'll ascertain some more information. I'll talk to our intrepid attorney and see if we can actually do this. And
He's not shaking his head.
I know, not yet.
He's
But
got
wait.
that, he's got
got
that
But wait.
Cheshire cat
Right.
smile on his
I
face,
got a
so.
message yesterday, or it might have been today, about TOI is having a, some kind of like online
Mm-hmm.
listen and
It was
and
this morning, I
participate
saw it.
about the food insecurity and about SNAP benefits not being, so,
So now
Yes,
they're gonna have one now, they're gonna, okay.
yeah, it was, you guys got that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
message? Yeah. So, I'm gonna
Okay.
attend it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent,
see what they say.
Now, on to my next thing. I'll be brief. If you guys haven't been paying attention, violence is ramping back up into our city. It hasn't stopped. It just because it's not being talked about in the proper circles doesn't mean it's not happening. I would encourage each board member to have discussions about this, talk about this. Don't be quiet about it. You got certain powers that don't want to talk about crime in our streets, but whether they want to talk about it or not, it's not going to prevent it from happening. So we need to be vigilant. We need to be talking about it, and we need to keep it in the forefronts of our minds because it is not going to stop.
Nope.
It has to be stopped.
Can I say something in regards to that?
Go ahead.
I'm on the Citizens, I'm going to that Citizens Academy, Police Academy, and the drug dealers are absolute fearless.
Mm-hmm.
They found another house where these guns were being sold in Freeport. They went from one place to another place, and they had 4 people lined up in handcuffs, and 4 people went up into the house, bought drugs, and left. That's how blatant they've become. So it's scary. It's very scary.
It is. And it doesn't matter what part of town it's
Nope.
in either.
Does not.
Sure doesn't matter what part of the town it's in. So again, if when you're in your circles, if you're out and about, if you are anywhere, if the conversation comes up, talk about it. Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't be afraid to talk about it, and because one thing about it, if we're silent, it keeps going, and we cannot afford to be silent about it.
Nope.
It's being kept quiet enough, so we're not gonna join in those festivities. We're not gonna do that. All right, and that's all I have. Anybody want to chime in? Well, hold on a second. Go ahead.
Just a question. I mean, are you are we getting correct information on the from the police department in terms of their listings, or is that part accurate, or is
What
there a
part?
sense that
Of what?
It's
as
vague.
far as crime activities and police activities?
I guess the police do put out stuff on the, I don't know.
It's a Facebook,
It's a,
and it's vague.
right, so, one thing I've learned, trustee Oldendall, is that the one thing that works in Freeport, without a doubt, is the grapevine. I hear about this stuff long before some of the other powers that be hear about it. Because usually it's one of my family members getting shot. So I hear about it instantly. So when things are put out on Facebook, it's usually already out. People already know about it. It's already out. I don't know if everything is being put out the way it should be. Because if you want to know the truth about the whole thing, is we're trying to preserve or save an image of what some people think this city is.
That's long gone.
But that's long gone. Thank you, it's long gone.
Yeah.
We have to face the fact that we have a serious crime problem in this city. It is serious, and it is not getting any better. It is getting worse. So we as a board, we don't have any jurisdiction over what happens with how crime is prosecuted. We don't have any jurisdiction over that at all. But what we do have is a platform. We have that. People watch our videos. We need to be talking about it. Now, as far as us coming up with strategies to give to that's out of our hands.
That's not our job.
It's not our job, it's out of our hands. But what we can do is use our voice and talk about it and say, hey, we had another shooting over here, another shooting over there, or this happened or that happened. We need to be talking about it, because the more we talk about it, the more light is shed on it. And the more light is shed on crime, the less likely crime is going to keep occurring. So we need to do our part, and that's the part that we can do.
Thank you.
Yeah, to answer your question regarding accuracy of reports, and I know you're not on Facebook, so you wouldn't see them, but even just from the news releases they do of, like, I don't say major incidents, but if there's a shooting or a big arrest, they do release, for immediate release, press release, and those are, and those go on Facebook, and wherever else, if the local press or the press picks it up. So even just based on those notices that go out, it's clear crime is increasing. And those are definitely accurate. That's coming right from the police department. So.
And they're deemed innocent until proven guilty.
Oh yeah, I mean they have to do that to cover the legal.
Of course.
But yeah. So just based on those alone, it's pretty clear crime is definitely. It hasn't slowed down. It might have been a little bit below, but yeah, it's a problem. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. The next order of business is the assessor's report. The assessor's in here.
She submitted a memo to the
Yes,
board.
she did.
Yeah.
She submitted a memo to the board, that's right. The next order of business is trustees report. Trustees.
Well, I have something.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of people know that I'm involved with the pretzel pickers.
Mhm.
And so we have answered the call for the food shortages.
Mhm.
And we have a drive that's going on. We're making kits. They'll be dispersed to the food pantries, including up at the high school, to their pantry there too as well. So if anybody wants to donate monetarily, you can do that, and you can just private message me, Kathleen F. Wilkin, through Facebook, or you can give me a call, 815-908-9775. We're taking donations, or we have a list of food that people can purchase to put into the kits as well. So we're going to be gathering everything for a get-together. We're going to put them together on, November, because I'm going to be gone, November 12th. We're getting together. It's going to be put together at the YMCA, where they're letting us use their spot out there, and then we'll distribute them the next day on the 13th. So.
So you're distributing directly to individuals?
We're taking them to the food banks.
Oh, to the food pantries?
Yeah,
Putting
the food
them
pantries, I'm
together.
sorry, yeah, the food
Why?
pantries. Yeah, so that just depends on how much we can collect on food, because we have recipes that we're using in these bags. We're doing like a bag, a kit, pretzel power meal kits. So, woohoo. So yeah, so that's how we're getting together and working, and people don't have to be a member of the pretzel pickers to get involved. They can donate to their pantries. A couple people said that they were going to directly give to Mr. Collier's faith closet, so they're doing it that way too as well. So there's many ways of doing it, to helping during this time of need, and then continue afterwards. You just don't have to stop now. You can keep going,
That's
keep doing
very
it.
true.
So, yep. So that's what I have to
Good.
share today.
Excellent.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Excellent.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, I have something. Just kind of related to what you were saying about crime. I guess I just want to say to us and to people watching this meeting either live or the video later on, it is very important for us to speak up and at council meetings, whenever there's an opportunity where something's being put on the table to address crime in our city. And two parts of this need to happen that I don't think is happening now. One is people need to start talking about this in organizations and meetings that aren't centered on 3rd, 5th, or 7th Ward, or organizations. These conversations need to happen in broader places than just High Hope, Freeport, and NAACP and other organizations. These conversations need to start happening at Kiwanis meetings, Rotary Club meetings, Greater Freeport Partnership meetings, whatever other circles of influence in this town that run deep. That's where these conversations need to be happening as well. And I seriously doubt that's happening, but if we really want to address crime in Freeport, those conversations need to be happening where those people get involved in helping with solutions and putting pressure on the city as well. When we have a city council that puts ordinances on the table to protect one side of town, when there was that issue of the guns being found at that Indian Springs subdivision over the summer, the immediate response from the city, within months, there's a conversation about changing the ordinance where you can't have Airbnbs in Freeport. Which essentially, the ordinance specifically said that you couldn't have an Airbnb in a residential zone area. Well, that's basically getting rid of all Airbnbs over one incident. And honestly, there was nothing said about that. I went to the meeting, that same meeting when I heard that on TV, but nothing else has been said about the blatant act of the city to put ordinance on the table to address crime on that side of town. But when it comes to crime in the 3rd, 5th, and 7th wards, the responsibility is placed totally just on the community. Let's have marches. Let's just prop up organizations like High Hopes. All that stuff is great. But when the majority of this community just feels that it's the community's responsibility to fix the crime problem, that's a problem. The city has to do more. And in terms of what we could do, when there are opportunities for us to speak up, when those opportunities are in front of us at the city, we need to do it. We need to encourage our friends, the people in our circles of influence, because the city has clearly shown they're willing to discuss ordinances to prevent crime. Very clearly they have expressed that. They've done that. So the question is, why isn't it happening? Why aren't ordinances being discussed on the council floor to address crime all over the city? And until those conversations start to happen to push the city to do better, and those organizations and circles that I mentioned, that's what we got to start pushing for. Unfortunately, those things are outside of our jurisdiction, but our constituents are still affected by this. So
Our voice is still heard.
yeah, so we definitely
It doesn't mean it's going to change things, but at least
and
get
when
it
we
out
speak
there.
at those things, or obviously we're not doing those as a township trustee, but just as a trustee, we do care about our community, and we care about our constituents, and we owe it to them to apply that pressure, because it's not going to get solved just by it's the community's problem. No, it's going to take a lot more than that. So that's all. I'm done.
Thank you.
Trustees? No? Okay. Next on the business, public comments. Any public comments? Yes.
Yeah, I'm Steve Carroll. Calvin, okay, the civic organizations, my opinion is they don't care. I honestly think they're more, I hate to say it, but downtown centric, okay? But it's worth a try. Now, when it comes to information, don't depend on the city. We can do this ourselves. I do tons of FOIAs. That's Freedom of Information Act requests. And the city can be problematic. The police department normally is fairly good until recently, okay? Everybody can do a FOIA, you can do it in your kitchen. You can email to these folks, it's fun, you know? Now, when they lie to you, there is a mechanism through the Attorney General's office, the public access counselors. I use them a lot. But now when I get information, I email it to everybody I know, which is what, 4 people, something like that. But you send it out, you know, it's public information, put it on Facebook,
Yeah.
you know, make public information public. This isn't that hard, and they hate it, which means I like it.
Shane Orlo, and I 100% agree with some of the things that Mr. Carroll said. I'm actually glad that some of these things are being brought up here tonight. First off, with the food pantries, I know that this is going to be a rough couple months for our community. I know that you guys are kind of a step above with your plan, but the schools in the school district, they're always taking donations of food, clothing, especially in the winter months. We have resource coordinators at every single school. I just know today we got an email last night about food drive that's being put on by the high school student council. And all you have to do is walk up to the front door on Mosley and drop your stuff off. They have a bin up there. And that doesn't just go to, that doesn't just go to
A
within
specific.
it's given out to all of the kids that need it. It's not just going to those that are, you know, trying to get a snack for, you know, whatever. They sometimes bring food home to their families. They sometimes, you know, miss breakfast that day. But it's a great resource to have within a school, and we have those at all the elementary schools, the middle school. And the great thing about that is that you can do that at any time for the school district. It doesn't need to be during the winter. It doesn't need to be in a time of need. You can walk right up to the front door of the school and you can drop something off and say, hey, if somebody needs this, take it. Second thing, the crime thing, which I'm 100% on board with what was brought up tonight. I've been talking about it a lot. Mr. Carroll's been talking about it a lot. Some other people in the community have been talking about it a lot. I recently got told to sing a different tune about it. No. No. I am not singing a different tune about the things that I care about. I care about our kids in this community. I care about them being fed and safe, not only in their homes, but also on these streets. I've seen too many students shot and killed. If we're not talking about it, nobody's talking about it. They need to see it on this camera that we're having these conversations in the places where decisions can be made. That spreads throughout the community. Top down a little bit. We also learn from the bottom up. So we need to make sure that we're keeping those communications open, post them. I have no shame in posting a crime that happened. Put them out there, talk about them. The more that people know how bad this issue is, maybe we'll start seeing some action down the street. Thank you guys for everything you do.
All right. Any other public comments? Any other business coming for the town? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn until Monday, November 17th, 2025 at 4:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
They don't wanna leave.
Alrighty, okay, all,
Oh, Ted,
We thought
you
there
got a
was
motion in
gonna
a
be a
second.
food
we got a motion and a second, right? We got it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Motion carries, meeting adjourned.